Yes, I know, that's right. I'm actually wearing a suit and tie. The tie is tied incredibly badly. I managed to singe the carpets using the iron. Don't ask. Okay, and I'm actually looking incredibly smart. Now, of course, my hair needs brushing or washing or removing even to be replaced with a form of hair which can actually be brushed and will work in a manner which is like useful. Regular haircuts? Nah, I'm not going to go that far. It's not quite my style, if you get my drift. But anyway, this was today. I'll have to put a brush through it. Reason for this is I am actually getting confirmed and baptized into the Anglican faith today, being the, what's it, 14th of January, February, March, April. Yeah. Year 2013, which is rather weird. Now, this whole thing started predominantly because I was, spent a lot of time on YouTube, absorbed rather a lot of the atheist rhetoric, as of course many people do when they have a great deal of interest in criticizing the extremist, fundamentalist, literalist, lying, cheating, stealing, Republican bastard wankers. Um, and you absorbed all the kind of like, oh my god, every single thing about religion is evil. And so I thought, well, let's just give it a try, because you don't actually know whether something is good, bad, right, or wrong unless you've actually been there, done that. Because if you're taking everything secondhand, you're just absorbing rhetoric. Okay, so I decided to go to this church in 2nd of January, Sunday the 2nd of January, 2 years ago, being what, 2011. And hey presto, it was led to this, namely me really rather enjoying it, seeing that there is some kind of benefit to it, personally speaking, therapeutically speaking, and all the rest of that kind of jazz. It's given me a bit of structure. I do some good things for the community. I help to, if I help the community, then essentially I'm helping out lots of other things, such as the food bank. So I'm actually participating as part of an organization which is feeding the hungry and that kind of stuff, and as well as raising money for third world charities. And that makes me feel rather good. A very wise person once said to me, in order to get self-esteem, it's worthwhile doing esteemable things. So I now have duties with this organization, such as helping with various committees, the parish church committee, the church committee, the worship committee, and another one that completely escapes me. I'm also one of the two treasurers who works to help, count all the money, send it to the bank and all that kind of stuff, which I didn't do today because I forgot to bring in the paying in book, which is my own stupidity, but never mind, we'll do it all next time. Got everything ready to go, organized straightforward next Sunday morning. The more I spent my time going through this organization, I just drew so many parallels with, essentially, and this is rather strange, what Wicca would have been like, if it wasn't, I suppose, quite so, so bitter. I mean, that's just a personal opinion based upon personal experiences, of course. But I think there is a very strong bitter component to Christianity and people within Christianity as well. I mean, I think all groups have it. Okay. But what with everything such as using rosaries, doing meditation, the whole stuff related to prayer and visualization, all that's a part of like not only Wicca but also Christianity too. I mean, I don't really see the difference at all. When I was going through paganism, I was told, well, why don't you try and see like Odin and Thor as being, another part of yourself? Well, you might as well do the same thing with this Jesus geezer and this God geezer. You know what I mean? I mean, it's, apply the same thinking to another culture and basically everything's more chill. And yes, I have come across the occasional wanker there, yeah, without the shadow of a doubt. You always get one or two people who've got like inappropriate political ideas or inappropriate whatever ideas, but I guess because I'm old enough and I'm strong enough in my own arguments and point of view that they just don't faze me no more. Okay, so that's what I'm doing today, and yeah, it's weird. And it feels weird because it's a change of culture, a change of pace. It's something I'm doing like officially. It's like the official ceremony today. Wow. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to enjoy it. Remember, I've been doing this now 2.25 years. I've been a part of this community. 2.25 years. It's good. But I think the knowing that my effort is actually helping to feed hungry people, Makes me feel good, and I contribute to the food bank when I can, and it's actually really rather groovy. And as far as can I fit my occultism into it, well, basically yes, because this is Anglicanism anyway, and Anglicanism is so damn flexible, you can put anything into it you want to. In reality, there's always someone who's going to object, but on the other hand, people will object to some of the most stupid things on the face of the planet, you know, just like, oh my word, you're doing a bit of work on Sunday. Well, hang on, you know, there's nothing biblical against that, so fuck you. You know what I mean? Just people make shit up that they want to believe in anyway. So it's pretty close to deism, and most of the people I've actually come across, including the clergy, have actually given me much more in the way of deistic thinking, as opposed to literalist fundamentalist type thinking anyway. I would say that deism is probably much more heavily spread around within what you might consider to be moderate Christian faiths, or moderate Christian groups that you might have actually previously thought about. You know, it's just there. So Thomas Paine would probably be quite happy to see the way that Christianity has evolved in some circles. There are still this, you know, it's out there. You know, that the negative stuff is out there. The Republicanity is out there still. And there's some parts of the world where, you know, it's getting stronger. Some parts of my local city where I'm rather concerned that there are people who are developing those ideas. Maybe I could actually attack them from within. I've tried to do that in paganism, I've tried to do that in occultism, and maybe I can try and do that in Christianity as well. I don't know. But all I'm going to do is go to this service tonight, treat it like some kind of like flowing theatrical meditation thing, see what kind of change it gives me, see if I like it, which I think I will, and then carry on, and it's going to be groovy. So that's me just letting you know what I'm doing today. Bit of a departure, and no, I'm not going to stop doing Ouija board seances, and if someone wants me to stop, they can fuck off.